You should totally set it. We'll see what happens.
What time should
We'll
I set
follow it. Set it for 5:05. There's something to show you. I'll have to pull the camera. I'm not talking to Stanley. I'm talking to Mary.
Hi.
If I was talking to Stanley, that'd be awesome.
I'm not cool enough, sorry.
No, you're not bad. But you know Stanley.
Yeah.
Then again, you got mine.
One day I'll be a cranky old man.
I can't wait till I'm a cranky old man. Let's get all. We're having some fun here. Bye. It's Josh, everybody. Bye, Josh.
But when I walk backwards, you're supposed to go in reverse too, because then everyone is like, "Whoa." Sounds fair.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Where should I put it? I think that's way too high.
Just put it over here. I'll move the camera.
Okay.
I'll show you what happens. We got one of those talkie clocks. What was it? Talkie clocks?
Yes.
That when it goes off, you kind of have to chase it around.
It's got a few minutes.
It was featured on Attack of the Show. So if you're
like
watching Attack of the Show, move it up here. So I can roll around.
It's just gonna fall off the table.
Pretty much. Is it gonna be really loud?
Yeah.
I hate loud.
Sorry.
I'd be like, and I'll drop the camera.
What time's on the screen?
I don't know. It was 5:04. We set it for 5:05.
We got like 30 more seconds.
Okay.
I put 5:06.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. Wait for the anticipation of the clock.
Talkie.
So if you're watching Attack of the Show today, you saw this little device on Attack This, and apparently it makes loud noises and rolls around, and you have to chase it around your room.
As soon as it does something.
As soon as it does something. It says 5:05 right now. I don't know if you can see it. We said for 5:06. I'm sure it will light up too.
Yeah. It will.
It's gonna do something, and then I'm gonna go eep. Because I'm gonna be all startled. I guess you can set it for what, different noises and stuff?
Yeah, you can set different sounds, like you can do voice recording, or it's got different songs already programmed
Wake your ass up! That's what I wanted to say to me.
You can add your own songs to it.
Wake your ass up! Anticipation's killing me too.
Do something!
It still says 5:05. Like any second now, it'll turn on.
5:05's lasting forever.
I know, there we go. Oh, damn. It fell off.
It's okay.
Wait, it's still moving.
This is what it...
Wait, let's just kick it over that way. There we go.
Wait.
It just moves on its own. My cats would go nuts.
If it had a tail, it'd be perfect. No, you don't.
Back on camera. It doesn't go quite as crazy as I thought.
Yeah, but when you're sleeping and that's waking you up, it's pretty
You're like,
good.
shut up!
I actually used it this morning.
Yeah?
I'm gonna make
Okay, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Okay. That's enough of that. That was a good time.
Okay.
Oh, fun was had by all. And that groovy little... Imagine tripping down the stairs and that thing in the morning. Well, if you keep your bedroom door closed, I guess it wouldn't be such an issue.
Yeah.
I just want to turn it on and let it roll around so it'll amuse my cats for a while, so...
Yeah, I used it this morning, but I put a 5-minute snooze on it. So I woke up going, oh God, I hate life. And then I looked at it knowing in 5 minutes this is going to start rolling around. And that woke me up more than I think the rolling around.
The dread?
would have. Just kind of the anticipation of like, fudge.
So my clock, it has,
But
it makes lovely ocean sounds.
It collects dust.
Yeah.
That'll teach you to clean your floors also.
No, I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if
if you can see it, but...
Yeah, let it focus. You can see there's a little bit of dirt on there, but I wonder what would happen if you eventually just be like, I hate you! Bam!
Oh, now you did it.
Oh, I totally did it. It's fine. Still says 5:07. I'm sure it can take quite a beating.
If it can drop up to 3 feet on the hardwood floors, it's fine.
Yeah. Maybe not play softball with it.
No, that might hurt it.
Yeah.
I need to back now.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna say hi really quick. Hello. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for showing us that. Sour Skittles. I had these, got these from a show like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't finished eating them, so. Come on. If you were watching Techo, down your sours are Thank God enough some of the sugar came off. Now it does like the sour sugar. So it's Comic-Con Celebration Week on Attack of the Show. I had never seen the I'm Awesomer Than You music video before. So if you're on the West Coast, definitely tune into Attack of the Show and go watch it tonight. It's a superhero music video starring Kevin and Olivia, made a couple years ago for Comic-Con. It was pretty cool. If you died to work at G4, then you'd be dead. We don't hire zombies. Too risky. As far as I know, we are not doing a 420 special this year. As far as I know. Looked expensive to make. You're surprised it never aired. Well, it was for Comic-Con. It was a Comic-Con video exclusive. And it probably was expensive to make. Looks like they had stuntmen. He'd be a very trustworthy zombie. You say so. You don't have to know what's going on, Yumatsu. It's a chat. Normally we talk about video games. So, funny story. Sorry if I keep making like sound with Tower Skittles. I know you guys aren't girls, but some of us girls like makeup. So I was buying makeup on my lunch today. And the guy who was doing my makeup for me asked me where I worked. And I said, oh, I work for G4. He says, oh, I love that one video game show. It shows all the video games. Oh, and I'm like, oh, X-Play? He said, yeah, I love X-Play. I said, you know the little ticker on the bottom of the screen? I write that. So he thought it was so cool. Yeah. And I'm like, now I can say that he did my makeup. But apparently his little brother is in a G4. So, yeah, I figured most of you aren't into makeup. But it was a funny story. It's nice to know someone actually appreciates your work. That's why I kind of look a little horrid up today. Mascara is driving me nuts. You saw Video Games Live? How was it? I see that, Dave. This is not the time that I can actually help you. Because I'm not there right now.
Yeah, I was trying.
Hey, Nando.
What's up?
What's up? You come to chat with us?
Yeah.
Would you like sour Skittle?
Oh my god, what kind of Skittles are these?
They're sour.
They're sour. I
They have
haven't
like
seen
that
these.
sour sugar on them.
All right, what
Try
do you
some.
recommend? Which one? Which color?
Try the yellow one that's lemony.
The yellow one that's lemony.
Yeah. Just suck on it first a little bit. Isn't it good? I love sour candies. Hey, get a little closer.
Ugh, what's up, guys?
Comic-Con week, huh?
Yeah.
It's been a crazy good
Hopefully
time.
people liked it. I had a good week.
I think so.
I thought it was pretty cool. Stanley and Morgan Spurlock finishing up. Yeah. Yeah, I got a phone call from Stan when he came in, which was really cool because it was like he said my name. It was like, "Hello, is this Nando? This is Stanley." I was like, "What?" And I was really bummed that I picked up my phone because I would have loved to have had that.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So, oh well. And I have a friend who is the fake Stanley. He goes to Comic-Con every year. He's the fake Stanley, and he didn't. And he was teasing me that it was him, but it wasn't him. I know it wasn't.
That's a bummer.
Anyway, next week. So, first of all, apologies because we were supposed to have Kevin Smith this week.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, well, Kevin had to do something. I don't know. So,
What's more important than Attack of the Show?
I know, right?
You always want Kevin
let's see.
Smith.
His Smodcasts, his book, his tour, his whatever, he's planning on possibly working on Clerks 3 to be on
not
Broadway.
Important. It's Attack of the Show.
I know. Well, we work here. But yeah, I think you're right. Exactly. Anyway, so next week, so Monday, we have Richard Hammond.
Oh.
If you are a Top Gear fan, if you're into cars, if you're into Vroom Vroom.
He was the host of Brainiac, which we used to air at G4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to edit that show.
Are you serious? I didn't know that.
Yeah, back when it was our acquisitions, it was a 1 hour show on, I don't know if it was on BBC, it was on British TV, and we had to cut it down to 2 half-hour shows. So I would literally take a sledgehammer to the show, break up all the segments, and then restack them in 2 half-hour episodes. So
oh my god.
That's awesome.
That's something we should bring up to him on Monday. We will bring up to him. Anyway, Richard Hammond has a new, Top Gear comes out with a new season the following week, and he has a new show called Richard Hammond's Crash Course, which is him driving, I've seen a couple episodes, him driving tanks and like logging equipment and all sorts of crazy stuff. Cool. So, okay, so Tuesday, and I don't know if I guess I could say this, Tuesday we have Chris Elliott from Eagleheart. Cool. And we actually had him. We just did the interview. We did the interview yesterday, and he is awesome. So between him and Stanley, my week was pretty pretty awesome. Well, it's not spoilery. I didn't tell you what he talked about, but but you know what?
We'll announce it anyway.
I will say this. I'll give you a tease. We did something special with him that was really cool. And he became a G4 correspondent for a little bit. I'll just say that. Yeah, you'll see what happens. It was really hilarious, really good, and I cannot believe how many people in the office geeked out when they met him.
Yeah. I like all the shows that they have going on Adult Swim. Yeah, the live action stuff like that.
And we love them all too. NTSF, SD, SUV.
Okay, SUV. A friend of mine is doing some stunt work on a later episode, so I'm really excited to see him. Yeah. He showed a picture of himself in this horrible wig. Mm-hmm. So.
No Ocean Chevy. He is not. Not permanently. Not permanently, but he's just doing a lot of stuff.
He's kind of the whole Nerdist Empire thing.
Yes, he's kind of like Kevin Smith. He's got a lot of things to do. So how funny how we replaced Kevin with Chris that day. So that was really funny. Yeah. So so really crazy. Anyway, so let me just go on real quick. I want to tie you up. Wednesday we have Bobcat Goldthwait, who he directed a new movie called God Bless America. Okay. Who we showed a trailer of a couple of weeks ago.
Can't wait for
it should be cool. And then Thursday, oh boy, this one, we're going to see how fun this is. There's a movie called Detention coming out. It's like a high school horror type film. Okay. And the executive producer and he's one of the stars and he's the executive producer is this little guy. He's a little guy named Josh Hutcherson. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, maybe you heard of him. He's in an indie film I think that came out a couple weeks ago called The Hunger Games. Ooh. So we have Josh Hutcherson from Hunger Games who is here coming on to talk about his new movie.
Cool. Which is not The Hunger Games, which is something else. So I'm sure I'll probably talk about The Hunger Games anyway.
Yeah, it is a wide lineup. It is a really crazy wide
the show is everything you care about.
Yes.
That's what we do here.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
What about that new movie Titanic that just came out?
That new movie?
Yeah. He asked me if I'd see it in 3D. No. First of all, I hate 3D. Secondly, I've never actually seen Titanic all the way through. I think I might have seen bits and pieces, but I just don't care.
on DVD, but not in the movie theaters.
Nope. Just don't care.
I'm curious about it. I don't know if I'd want to see it, but I'm curious about it. I've heard it. It's doing really well in theaters this week.
So. Good for them.
Yeah,
I need to see Cabin in the Woods too. I do like Joss Whedon stuff. I've heard good things about it.
I heard awesome things about it. Awesome things about it. So if you're into horror movies, apparently it's really, really good. So yeah, I think the boat does still sink in Titanic 2. I guess the boat's already underwater for Titanic 2.
If you think about it.
Yeah, if you think about it. So
even in that episode of Futurama when they sail on the Titanic, that one crashes too. So don't ever ride on
and
the
boat. Doctor Who Christmas special. They had the Doctor Who
Titanic ship on
exactly.
Yep. No. So now you know.
Do not call anything Titanic.
Ever.
Don't call your car Titanic and go driving. So I don't think that would work. So yeah, there are a lot of movies I wish were called Titanic. But anyway, I think that's it. Any teasers? We have Summer Movie Preview Week coming.
That's right.
Attack of the Summer Movies coming April 23rd through 27th. So we're hoping to get some good guests that are summer movie related. I just had one flash by me that I think we're about to get I'm really excited about, but I don't want to ruin it yet.
Okay, you can write down a little slip of paper and show me.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah, I love being privy to this stuff.
But it involves probably one of the 4. I would think there are 4 movies this summer that everyone wants to see. If you start summer on May 4th, there are 4 movies that people want to see.
Avengers?
Yeah.
I'm blanking on the other 3.
I saw someone put it up. Well, there. Ocean Chevy got 2.
Oh, Dark Knight, right.
Dark Knight. Okay.
What are the other 2, guys? Pop quiz. Don't say the re-release of Titanic.
There we go. Eddie State got that.
So it's all like superhero.
Yeah, well, those 3, and then the one that's probably
the new
not.
G.I. Joe movie?
I would say would be Prometheus. Would be number 4.
Oh yeah.
Although I have to admit, I saw the Total Recall trailer you guys saw on Monday.
Yeah, we showed that on time.
That was awesome.
That was pretty cool.
I will say that the person that I heard from is from one of those 4 movies. Yeah, he's the director of one of those 4 movies.
It's Joss Whedon, because I'd be like,
I said too much already. But, so.
I hope Quado makes it. Don't we all?
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Total Recall looks surprisingly good. Although, you know what? I don't recall anything that happened in that trailer in the original movie. So
maybe it's totally different.
I think it's going to be
same
totally
concept, different movie.
Yeah. But anyway, feel free to tweet at me and Nando Velasquez. I'll try and come back next week with more guest info and stuff.
Yay!
Yeah. Okay.
Love it.
I'll get right here. Thank you, Nando.
Alrighty.
Whee! Back with you. Now that I look at it, like, my makeup actually looks really good on camera today, so. Movies! I need to go see Cabin in the Woods. I saw Hunger Games the other week. I don't know if there will be chat tomorrow night. It is Good Friday. And, I don't know. 50-50 chance. So, there we are, or we aren't. Is Wrath of the Titans good? Probably not. Because that first Titans movie really sucked. So, yep. No, it's just me today. Just me and my Skittles. Apparently Skittles is some kind of game too. Did anyone see John Carter? Was as bad as you thought it would be? I heard it. Well, I know it bombed. I don't know if that's sales or if the movie's actually good but just didn't sell well. I honestly don't know. Tell me about how you're gonna get me a job at G4 TV. Well, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna take a doxylamine before bed, maybe about an hour before bed. No, wait. Benadryl. You're gonna take a Benadryl before bed, and then you're gonna have a dream where I got you a job at G4. And then you're gonna work while you're dreaming, and then poof, job at G4. What, you asked me how? I told you how. No. I didn't see anything wrong with Clash of the Titans. How come everyone thinks it was so bad? I don't know. I didn't see it, so I can't say. My point is just that the entertainment industry is very competitive, and I have a lot of people who I have no idea who they are ask me for jobs here. And I got a whole line of people I do know who do want jobs here. So although I appreciate your effort, you're going to have to go about through legitimate means. But if you do want a job or an internship here at G4, you can go to g4tv.com. At the bottom of the page, there's usually a little link for employment and internships. Click on that. I don't know if we're still hiring for a special that Matt's working on or if those positions have been filled, but every now and then there's new jobs. That's a place to check. Also, we also post jobs at entertainmentcareers.net. So, there you go. No, you don't get to put me for a reference. What am I going to say? I've never worked with you before. I'm not a job reference. Doesn't count. Oh, you can work as my assistant. What are you going to get me my coffee in the morning? I need an assistant for Anime Expo. That's what I need. I need someone who can follow me around the con and carry my clothes and tell me where I need to be and when. Maybe give me a piggyback ride every now and then. So you gotta have good back muscles. Yeah. Do I have the Star Wars Xbox 360? No, I just have a normal, boring Xbox 360. Mine's kind of old. I might need to replace it. I'm gonna wait till after E3 though, before I do. I just noticed that it runs a bit loud, and I had a lot of glitches in Mass Effect, and I don't know if it was because it was my console or if it was because the game just had a lot of visual glitches in it. So we're going to Akon. I am not. I wish I were. No, I wish I was going back to Otakon. What do you mean, what characters? Justin. They get the Think Geek link you sent me, probably. Not playing anything of yours, stop. I don't understand why people think I'm going to promote stuff for them on here. Really not. I got my own stuff to promote. Like my manga. I'm writing a webcomic. Y'all should go be reading it at worldofsora.com. See? Look at that. You haven't played ME3 yet, but how do you feel about ME3 Extended Cut DLC? Glad you brought that up because I wanted to talk about that. So Mass Effect 3. I talked about the whole controversy about the ending yesterday. Told you my opinion about it as someone who's played it. So what they finally announced today, BioWare is going to do an extension of the ending. They're not changing the ending. They're adding on to it, making more. So expect to get that same basic cutscene, but I think they're going to, it sounds like they're adding like epilogue scenes to give you a little bit more closure as to what happened with your personal relationships. Who will live? Who will die? And apparently it will be more customized based on your decisions throughout the 3 games. Because as I said yesterday, up until the end, all the decisions that you've made, oh, you're right, I won't spoil it. All the decisions that you've made do affect Mass Effect 3. Like, things happen in Mass Effect 3 based on things you did in the first 2 games until the ending. In the ending, there isn't so much variety. The variety of the ending has nothing to do with anything you did in the first 3 games. The only difference has to do with how much you've built your military power thing. You know, that little bar that you built? That's the only thing that affects the ending, really. And a lot of people were really pissed off about that. So they want to find out more about what happens in the thing. I actually told you guys about the guy who did my makeup today. We were talking about Mass Effect 3. He was telling me that he played the first 2 games, and he was really upset because Kasumi was his love interest, I think. I didn't know if that was an option. I don't think Kasumi was a love interest option, I forget. And then she got killed because he put her in the tube instead of Tally. He was all sad because he's like, now I don't want to play Mass Effect 3 because she won't be there. I'm like, oh, you poor thing. You're just gonna have to go replay thing. I don't know what he did wrong to lose Kasumi, but I don't know. I felt really bad, and he didn't want to go back and replay the game. He should have replayed it. He should have restarted the mission. That's what he should have done, but whatever. So, yeah. I'm just being weird. It says Pony on my shirt. I know you can't read it, but it says Pwned, yo. This was a gift from my friend Francis. Pwned. Oh, hang on one sec, guys. Mythology. Oh no, I'm in a band mythology. That's okay. We'll just ignore him. I think your brother would cry if you saw that. Well, go show him. Go show him. They're like this girl. She had a shirt that said Pwned, yo. No. I've seen Spirited Away. I actually like that one. I'm not big on Studio Ghibli films. But I like Spirited Away.
Because you're not big on things that are good.
Because I'm not big on things. Because I'm not... I don't know. Maybe it's because I saw Whisper of the Heart and it was so boring.
They have a specific sort of taste.
Yeah. They're very hit or miss for me, I find. Yeah, just... Someone playing Draw Something? That's what the game is, isn't it? Oh, are you gonna make your brother cry? Hi, Jess's brother. She wanted me to show you my Ponyo shirt. It says Ponyo. You like it? See, just for you, Jess's brother. Ponyo is my shirt. Okay, there he's at. Have I shattered his hopes and dreams? Because I'm really good at that. Ah, okay. Well, if he likes Ponyo, then he probably likes the shirt anyway. It's also very comfortable. So, oh, by the way, that before I get interrupted by that, the Mass Effect 3 extended edition stuff will come out this summer, and it'll be free. I don't think they could get away with making you pay for it. Just saying. Ni no Kuni. It's Ni Space no Kuni. That's the Studio Ghibli game. Yes, it's coming to the US eventually. In winter? Okay, it's only for the PlayStation 3. It's not for Xbox 360, sorry. The fact that it's free worries me. Don't be worried by that. Here's the thing, Eddie Steak. I don't think they're going to charge, not because they need the money to create the content, which is why DLC usually costs extra, because it costs money to make it, but because their audience already feels that they were obligated to have this content, and if you made them pay for it, there would be even more of an uproar, because they would be like, well, you conspired to make a bad ending so you can make us pay more money for a new ending, which is not physically possible. There's no way that BioWare could have known what the audience, that there would be such a backlash over the ending.
Here's the thing. I feel like there is potential for that.
For them to know?
Well, I mean, you could. Here's the problem with DLC is that you could had. I'm not saying that they purposely made a shitty ending.
No, and it's not shitty, but I understand there are problems with it. And we'll talk about it when you finally play it. Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
But you need to play it. Do you need to borrow mine? Do you want to borrow mine?
I should buy it. I should buy it.
You should buy it. Go buy it this weekend. Start playing it.
What I was thinking was that, like, if you make clearly, I don't think the end is the end, possibly. You know what I mean?
No, this was clearly the end.
Are you yeah?
I felt that it was the end. I didn't feel like they left the door open for any more plot to happen.
I kind of, see, that's what I was suspecting, that perhaps it was...
No, it definitely felt like an ending to the trilogy.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
What people weren't happy about was there was no, like, epilogue kind of quality. Like, it lacks closure on, like, the little things.
I thought that the problem, the spoiler-free version that I read on Reddit explained it as thus, is that a lot of the decisions that you make don't actually affect the outcome, and that what ending you get is a conversation wheel that you pick. And then
and even then, there's not a lot of variety with those endings.
Yeah.
And people were really pissed because you get pretty much the same thing, just slightly different in each one. And it depends on, like, throughout Mass Effect 3, there's, like, this gauge that you fill up of, like, readiness to fight the Reapers.
Right.
I guess the bigger your gauge is, that changes the endings slightly, but still, like, the same basic choice.
Oh.
The same things. Like, the variety, yes, technically there might be 16 different endings, but, like, it really didn't have as much variety as people expected.
That does kind of undermine the thesis of the game.
Yeah. Now, throughout the game, you know, there's stuff that happens from the first two games that affect the third game as a whole.
Right.
But just not the ending. So, and I was annoyed about some things that I can't tell you about until you play it. So you have to go out and play it. I got to get going.
Cool.
We got to go home to my show. Yes, good chatting with all of you. 50-50 shot. There will be a chat tomorrow night. If not, then I'll see you Monday. All right, so come find me on Twitter at the Anime Goddess. And follow the show on Twitter at BeyondG4. And don't forget to follow G4TV and AOTS and XPlay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, good night.